Well, this is exciting. Look what came today. These are the Moride Step Above. Of course the instructions are on the bottom. So there they are. 2 pages. I think I can handle that. We got the new Moride Step Above steps installed. This will be our first trip using those. So this is one of those trips that shows you don't always have to have the perfect vacation, the perfect camping weekend. Sometimes you can use your camper just to go somewhere that you needed to go anyway. So instead of getting a hotel, sleeping in a bed that who knows how many other people have slept in, we're just going to take the camper. We are going to stay at a state park in Indiana while my son visits the college that he is going to be attending this fall. It is convenient there, a state park decently close to where he's going to be going to school, but there are a couple RV parks in the area, so there's always somewhere to camp. If you have somewhere to go, somewhere to be, something to visit, look around for an RV park. Take the camper. That's what we do. So that's what this trip's all about. We are going to try out a state park that we've never been to before. Salamonie. It's a state park in Indiana. So this will be a fun trip. But it is cold, so I got to refill the propane, make sure we have enough to keep ourselves warm. We'll see what happens. It's cold. We got to get this tank refilled. Never know what price you're gonna get. Tractor Supply. $3.49 a gallon, 6.8 gallons. Came to $23.73. And I also picked up a couple bundles of kiln-dried firewood. Normally, when we're just in Ohio, we can use what we've got as long as you're not traveling far, but because of the emerald ash borer, you don't want to take firewood across state lines. So we got the nice approved firewood. Get that put back in, we'll be ready for cold weather. And while it's always nice to have propane, and that should be a principal source of heat, it is also nice to have the electric fireplace, and we even bring a second electric heater that we can plug in up there that can heat that half of the trailer. Well, this one heats this half. So electric heaters work really well too. So here's a tip if you're using propane for heat or even for the refrigerator. You want to get some propane in lines, or else the fridge or the furnace may not, or even the water heater, it may not light properly the first time and it could give you an error. So what I do, light your burners and make sure that you've got enough gas coming through and that they stay on and they stay lit. Once you can light any one of them with no problems, then you're probably good to go and turn on your furnace. Then it should kick on just fine. Salamonie Lake Campground. Beautiful campground, but look at all the hills and all the unlevel sites. We had an easy time getting in ours, but a difficult time figuring out where to actually park and leave the camper. Trees here, so we ended up pretty crooked, but it works really well. And we thought it was 50 amp, but it's actually only 30. So we're hoping the beauty of this place makes up for the shortcomings, which in all honesty weren't too bad. Not cool. This is how not to leave the campsite. That's better. Hi. You cuddled under there. So Jaren, did we say this was the loudest per camper sound we've ever heard? Because this is half empty. But everyone's out partying. And it's loud. This is Sunday and everybody's getting cleared out. So Salamonie State Park in Indiana has been a good stop for us. It's not one that I would put at the top of my list. It is a very busy favorite of weekenders type of state park. So a lot of activity, a lot of partying, a lot of group camping going on. But this was fun. There are very unlevel sites, so you do have to be careful what you book. It might help to know somebody who's been here. A Google Earth type of view is really not going to help you out to see how unlevel some of these sites are. The one right behind me is a good example. It's a pull through that looks really level, but they actually had to bring up the side of their camper about 6 inches just to make it level. These over here, you can see the slope, and these are some of the flatter sites. You look around the corner, up around the edge here, some of these are extremely sloped. So you definitely have to be careful when you're booking here. But if you can get one of these level sites, it is a nice state park. It is enormous. I think it's over 25,000 acres. It has a huge lake, right? It's a reservoir. So right now the water is actually really low. They said in the summer it's a lot higher. There's actually swimming beaches, a lot of boating. There's even a place to moor your boat as a camper for free. It is a charge of $7 a day to get in. But when you're camping, they charge you the $7 one time in addition to your camping fee, and that will cover the length of your stay. So it is a little bit nicer as a camper. The one parking fee covers the entire time you're here. But a lot to do, a lot of trails. There's even horse trails, and there's a horse camping area. There's group camping. If you're an active sort, it is a pretty good park for that. They do allow you on Sundays to check out at 5, so it has been a very nice, relaxed pace today, since today is Sunday. We don't have to be in any hurry to get out of here, and it helps space out how many people are using the dump station, because it is primarily an electric-only park. There are a few full hookup, but not very many at all. And there is only one station with 2 dump ports, so I could see that it could get backed up, but because of this extended checkout time, it works pretty well. So we have enjoyed our stay. I can't believe this is the first time we've actually stayed in Indiana, seeing as it's a neighboring state to ours. But we did enjoy it here. We would come back, but we would, now that we've seen it, we do know what sites might be easier to get in and out of with a big rig like ours. So pretty good, but now we're gonna pack up and head home. So what are we doing?
Putting the Indiana state sticker thingy.
Ooh.
Don't mess it up.
Can't believe it took us this long to go to our neighboring state, but we finally got Indiana. I'm getting a really good close-up so we can see if Jaren does it.
Ever feel like someone's watching you? Yay!